afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our webinar, Relocating Your Production to Vietnam Without the Pain. I'm thrilled to introduce our speaker, Andrew Chen, the country manager at Dimerco, Vietnam, based in Ho Chi Minh City. Andrew brings over 19 years of experience in the logistics industry, with more than 10 years in Vietnam and a robust background in the airline cargo industry. He is well-versed in navigating the unique challenges and opportunities in Vietnam's booming market. Today, Andrew will share his valuable insight on coordinating your relocation efforts smoothly while helping you avoid common pitfalls that can lead to costly delays and disruptions. Before we start, I encourage you guys to jot down any questions that you may have in the Q&A section below, because we have set time at the end to address your inquiries. But if we cannot answer during the webinar, we will make sure that we follow up with you afterwards. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the presentation. Andrew, the stage is yours.
Okay, thanks, Jessica. Good morning, all audience and the customers. It's so great to have a chance to meet you all here during my business trip to the States. And today here, I will share some of the experience. It's how we help the manufacturing or our customers order relocate into Vietnam without pain. Firstly, I would like to share some is the Vietnam market update. Vietnam is a long country. It's from the capital north in Hanoi to the Ho Chi Minh City. If go by air, it will take about a 2 hours flight. If the shipment go by truck, it will take about a 2.5 days to 3 days. From the north and south, they don't have the highway system to link to both the city. Yeah, so if the shipment arranged go by domestic ocean from the Haiphong to the Ho Chi Minh City, it will take about 4 days the port sailing, but this one is the cheapest transportation cost. Yeah. Then so the infrastructure in Vietnam is so far is not so efficiency for the logistic the supply. So it means okay the costs will be not so low. Yeah. And for the Vietnam, the GDP is last year, their GDP grew at the 5%, a little bit behind the target is 0.7%. It's due to the Vietnam, their biggest export market, the US. They will have the inventory issue in last year on some of the product like the furniture, is apparel and shoes products. So a lot of the USA, the buyers cut their Vietnam manufacturers orders more than 30%. So that the impact some of the factory employee be laid off in Vietnam or be forced to unpaid leave. Yeah, this kind of situation is also the first time I ever see from the 2015 I worked in Vietnam. But this year so far, the order rebounds quite fast. Yeah, and foresee all the manufacturer foresee to keep the growing this year compared with last year, and it's a good sign to hit this year the target the 6% the GDP growth. Then next one we will talk about China plus one the strategy and why the Vietnam can attract so many the foreign direct investment. Okay. Because since the 2018, the US and China is the trade tension happened. Then US the imports the 25% tariff on some the China products item. So as to many China and Taiwan and US manufacturers, it start to thinking relocating to the Vietnam or Southeast Asia country. Yeah, but from the 2020, the COVID spread out in the worldwide. Yeah, especially the China government, they have the zero COVID policy. Yeah, they strictly to implement. So it's speed out again more and more the manufacturing and orders they ship from the China and relocate into the Vietnam. It's like the customer is the Google, is the Intel, yeah, and Apple, and the Amazon and the Dell, the laptop. Yeah, this kind of products they relocate into the Vietnam. And besides, okay, in Vietnam, from north to the south, they have more than the 350 the industry parks. Yeah, so they have a lot of industry park, and all the province, the government, they try to offer more the investment, the benefit to attract the foreign direct investment. So this year, every month, actually, we also received this one or two case inquiry about the manufacturing relocate. Yeah, so this one is okay. This will be a trend in the coming few years also. Then this one is we show is okay. North Vietnam, yeah, and why the North Vietnam they can get more the opportunity than other the Asia country. Because firstly, because of the geography, the location advantage. Yeah, it's the nearest the location from the China to the Southeast Asia country. And if any the raw material supply is from the South China, the supplier to the Hanoi and the Haiphong area, it's only take about 1 or 2 days by full container truck through the border. Yeah, then if shipped by ocean, then it will take about the 3 to 4 days. Yeah, then if shipped by air, it's take 1 day. Then second, they will consider about is okay the labor cost. Yeah, the Vietnam the labor cost is cheaper than China, and it's all the factory they are working 6 days a week, and only 1 day off on Sunday. Yeah, this one is also a lot of the manufacturing they like it. And third is the Vietnam have so much the young force, the workers. It's about the 50 millions. The almost is the half of their population. The average is from the 18 to 60 years old. Yeah. Then fourth is the Vietnam currently they have the more than the 50 the free trade agreement with the different country. So it means okay, you the products made in Vietnam and export to those the country, if they have the certificate of origin, then they can enjoy the zero duty the benefit. But even so far, the Vietnam don't have the FTA the agreement with the US. But Vietnam products import to the US, they will don't have the additional the 25% the tariff compared to the products from the China import to the US. Then next one is we will sharing is these 4 kinds of the major the electronic products like LCD TV, smartphone, the notebook, PC, and the networking devices. Yeah, before the 2018, the US and the China trade war. Actually, these 4 major products were not much made in Vietnam, but right now you see all this one the manufacturing the big brand they come to Vietnam already. Yeah, and also bring a lot of their supplier together to set up the manufacturing in Vietnam. Then next one, let me share this story to the everyone. In the 2019, yeah, we helped this the China the OEM the LCD TV manufacturer to shift their 4 use the production line to Vietnam to Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, but because okay the logistic team is do not follow out the instruction for compliance and lack of some of the machinery place and their staffing is lousy, it's not match the container loading plan. So they got a lot of the problems on the cargo inspection when they import into the Vietnam. So their import customs is almost the delay about is the 3 months and pay a lot of the huge the penalty. Yeah, but the customer is the negotiate also is the seek for our the help is can have try any the way to negotiate is by a flexible way with the customs. So finally, Therefore, the production line can be imported into Vietnam after 3 months pending at the Ho Chi Minh ports. Yeah, but the customer get a lesson, and after they assign us the Dimerco to handle all the Vietnam factory, the import, raw material import, and the finished products exports. Then we can help them to get the CO Form B for all the export shipment to the US. So here we just want to mention is okay, the compliance is the very important issue. Yeah, if your OEM factory would like to shift their product production line into Vietnam or with the second-hand machine, please contact Dimerco, yeah, and consult if they like to handle in the compliance. And the next I will talk about is the Vietnam, the import, the export, the custom, the procedure, and the lead time, and some of the custom rule in Vietnam. So I can say the lead time, if we comply with all the document requirement, then normally the air import export, the customs could be done within the 1 day, and the ocean could be done within the 2 days, but subject to the shipment, you got the inspection. Yeah, the inspection maybe this take another 1 day or 2 days. Yeah, and another is a little bit different is from the other countries. That is the actually all the manufacturing, if they doing the export process, yeah, no matter is the bonded the factory or non-bonded the factory, is all is under each industry park, the custom office department control. So for the export example, is the shipment is the must to get the approval from the different from the industry park, the custom department, then could be they could be left the factory and go to the airport or the CY terminal to check in. Yeah, for import also shipment is also must to get the approval from the industry park department, the office, then could pick up the shipment from the airport or the terminal. Yeah, and if the shipment got the inspection, it's no matter import or export shipment, they only can do the inspection at industry park custom inspection yard. Yeah, so that is a little bit different from the other country. Then next one, we will talk about the used machinery or the production line, the import the requirement. Yes, all the equipments based on the Vietnam rule, they must not be older than 10 years from its production date, not purchase dates. And before the used machine line or the machinery import to Vietnam, we have 2 ways. Either we bring the Vietnam third party, the testing agent, to survey the production line, then you just disassemble and stuffing to the container, or follow the template form to fill out all the information and the technical parameter. Then we meet the industry custom person in charge to double check all compliance. Then the disassembled stuffing then ship out. Okay. And right side is some of the successful case we ever handled from 2018, the trade war until now. And right now is some others is ongoing, yeah, to inquiry and moving. And next, the topic, then we will talk about the how to apply the CO Form B and your products can be to us the made in Vietnam or not. Yeah, because if you want to apply the CO Form B, then they must have the criteria. The first one is the CDS at a CTSH rule. Yeah, it means okay the SS code, the digital letter change. Yeah, then another criteria is okay the local value contents increase more than 30% compared to the FOB value. So the local value content, it means you purchase your raw material from the local market and your processing cost. Yeah, then this one will be the local value contents. The value must do over 30%. So either you match one of them, then you can apply the CO form B. Yeah, then your products can be labeled as the made in Vietnam. Then the CO form B actually is the application lead time is about 3 to 5 days. Then that was the issue by the Chamber of the Commerce and the Industry of the Vietnam. We call it the VCCI. So right side is the sample we ever handle for the customer, the shipment to the US. Then next page that we'll share is the global, the top 30, the seaport, the export volume, the ranking in the 2023. And Vietnam have the 2 seaports is within the top 30. It's one is the Ho Chi Minh City. It's including the Cát Lai port and the SPI City ports. It's the ranking 20. Yeah. Then in south of the Ho Chi Minh City, they have the Gai Mei, the deep sea ports. It was ranking 30. Yeah. So it means right now, so the worldwide ranking, Vietnam, the volume also keep growing. They have the 2 seaport is within the top 30. And North the Vietnam is the Hai Phong port. Actually, right now the export volume still not in the top 30 in the 2023, but the baseline is the volume is they also keep growing. Yeah, because of a lot of the investment. Yeah. But the Vietnam is through the volume in last year they reached the 24.7 million cube, and more than 65% the volume is come from Ho Chi Minh, yeah, import export. Then the Hai Phong port is contributes another 30% of the volume. Yeah, so the South Vietnam the volume is still larger than the North Vietnam. Because okay, the main products in South Vietnam is the furniture, apparel and shoes and home appliance with the big volume. And main product in North is the electronic goods with the high value, and normally will go by air. Yeah, and part of the volume will go by ocean. Yeah. Then next one you can see is okay, the Hai Phong ports. They have the 11 terminal. Yeah. Then they only have the deep sea port is the terminal 1. It's called the HICD ports. But they only have the 2 berths only. So it means okay, at one time they only allow is okay the mother vessel to calling. Yeah. But so right now the capacity is out of the Hai Phong to the US is not much. Yeah. But next year HICD is also will try to explain another 2 berths, and the Hai Phong the government they also have planned to explain those another 4, so to be 8 berths this by the 2028. Then the next will show the carrier service to US, the direct service to the US from the Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, then you can see it's almost have the daily service. Yeah, to the US West Coast with the transit times about 19 days to 24 days, depends on their routing. Yeah, and 4 to 5 the direct service to the East Coast. With the longer transit, about 45 to 50 days due to the Red Sea, the crisis. then carrier rerouting via the cap of the good hope. Yeah. Then next one, it will show the iPhone port the direct service to the US. Yeah, because okay, iPhone ports due to the balance issue, so the carrier is only have few the mother vessel to calling for the direct service, and the port infrastructure is not so not enough. Yeah, so the only have the some of the direct service to the US West Coast, and to the East Coast is only have the one direct service, the Zim line. Yeah, then it will take the service will be need to transit by the Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Kaohsiung. Okay. And next, we would like to share some the alternative solution for transshipment service. Yeah, we ever successful handle for our customer. And here we would like to share is okay, one of the auto parts, the customer. Yeah, they need the urgent shipment, urgent to ship the 20 pallets from the Hanoi to the Chicago by air. Yeah, but due to the congestion, yeah, in the Hanoi airport for asphalt, and rate is so is dramatically. So we study with the Guangzhou office. Yeah, and we provide the truck air, the transshipment service from the Hanoi via the Guangzhou airports. Yeah, and via the border gates. Yeah, so the truck from the Hanoi to the Guangzhou is take about the one and a half day. Then can check in the Guangzhou the cargo terminal, and connect the next day the departure flight to Chicago via Taipei. Yeah, so it's that only take about the total transit within 7 days. Then that with the lower cost compared to the direct the export from the Hanoi. Yeah, so customer is so satisfied and continue to have the few shipments via the transshipment service. Then another we will share is another customer. Yeah, is during the COVID periods, we provided this the CC transshipment service from Haiphong to the US Savannah is via our Yantian port. And this case is our one of our the kitchenware customer. Yes, near their manufacturing is nearby the Hanoi area. But during the COVID periods, they almost cannot get any booking from the carrier in Haiphong. Yeah, so their buyer based on the US buyer the base BCO contract. Yeah, so they cannot to get any space from the Haiphong. Yeah, so they come to us and seek for our help. Then we study and provide this one is the CC the transshipment solution. Then we send their shipments by feeder service from Haiphong to Yantian. Yeah, then through our the Dimerco the Yantian bounding warehouse for transshipment. Yeah, and connect the few days the Costco direct service to the US Savannah from Yantian port. Yeah, so customer is feel happy to solve their headache issue. Yeah, because this one is otherwise they will need to suffer is the high cost of the air freight. Yeah, to compensate. Yeah, then this customer so far is keep going with us. Yeah, so yeah, we like to the customer to share their pain point. Then we can to brainstorm the solution together. Yeah. So here this one is my today sharing, and we'll end up here and we'll pass back to the Jessica. Hello, Jessica.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Andrew, for your insightful presentation. Your
Sorry.
expertise, oh, no worries, has provided valuable insights into our services in Vietnam. Shortly, we will send out a pop-up survey to gather your feedback so that we can So please take a few moments to respond, and hopefully your suggestions and interests will help us form future webinars. One last point, below, you can deepen your understanding of today's topics in the resources tab. Please take a look. Now we have some questions that I received during the presentation. Andrew, are you ready to address some of these questions from our audience?
Okay, go on.
Awesome. Okay, the first one, is there truth to the perception of Vietnam as a corruption-prone country requiring informal payments for customs facilitation? How does Dimerco navigate such challenges while maintaining compliance standards?
Actually, it's the same as the case I shared. We help the full production line the shipping to the Vietnam. Yeah, but I can say if you really is compliant with all the rule and documentation, actually we don't need to pay any the coffee money or on the table. Yeah, it's not handled in normal the custom procedure, and the lead time is also not changed. Yeah, so that is if you compliance will not have this kind of issue happen. Yeah, so compliance is very important.
Awesome. Okay. We also received another question. If our Vietnam-based supplier sources 100% of raw materials or parts from China and conducts assembly in Vietnam, can our products still legally be labeled as made in Vietnam?
Actually, your products can be labeled the made in Vietnam is the need to it means your manufacturing process cannot be simple. Yeah, like the semi parts shipping to Vietnam and maybe only do the simple assembly and the send out. Yeah, then this one is cannot be called is the made in Vietnam. Yeah, so very easy. It's like as the dimension before is the form B. Yeah, if you can match the two criteria of the form B requirement, is like the HS code change to match the CDSH rule, and or either the local value contents increase more than 30%, including you purchase your local the material or you will process the labor cost or everything is more than 30% compared to the FOB the value, then you could be as the made in Vietnam and can apply the form B. Yeah, so even though your raw material is 100% import from China, then you also have a chance if the procedure is very complicated, then this one it can match the local value is more than 30% or the HX code change. You also is the made in Vietnam, no, without any problem.
Okay, so there's two criteria: the CTSH rule, which is the HS code changes, and then we have the local value content increase more than 30%, right?
Yeah, just either you match one of them, then you can call your production is made in Vietnam.
Okay. And then we have another question. Given Dimerco's Vietnam experience in shifting manufacturers, what specific considerations should our Chinese suppliers be mindful of when planning to relocate?
Okay, then I also remind again is the compliance is important, but because in Vietnam have the specific we call is the FCT is foreign contract tax. Yeah, because it's based on this logistic service, then will be charges 1%. Yeah, but because right now so far if it means FCT the FCT tax 1%. It means if your shipper from China to supply the raw material to your Vietnam factory, then they do the like the DDP or DDAP turn, yeah, to your factory. So it means okay the trucking or customs, the service they happen in Vietnam, but the payment is paid by shipper. Yeah, so it means okay the Vietnam government cannot to collect the VAT from the final user. Then this one the manufacturing, the consignee here, few days or few years later, one day the tax department will come to you and check this one because you don't pay the VAT about the service of trucking and the customs. So there are penalty again. So for your raw material supplier from your shipper from overseas to Vietnam, should be very careful. Is only can deal with the shipper, is the only can do by CIF turn or FOB from their country. Yeah, that is to prevent this kind of FCT issue.
Got it. Okay. So we have two more questions. One is, you say it's cheaper from Vietnam, but some suppliers say that it costs more from Vietnam than China. What would be higher, labor or parts?
You mean the worker?
So they're saying what would be higher, labor or parts in Vietnam versus China?
China is the labor cost is higher. Vietnam is lower. Yeah, because right now I think it's their labor cost is monthly about 450 USD only.
Okay.
Yes, it's quite cheap, and I think not the cheapest the cost in the Southeast Asia. Yeah, but I think it's also with the quite benefit to the manufacturing.
Okay. And then we have, are there any government incentive programs in Vietnam aimed at promoting manufacturing production for export purposes?
We can say it's okay. Vietnam, the government, they don't have any the export the incentive for their product to export because they already have the more than 50 the FTA the agreement with each country. Then based on the FTA the agreement, this is cannot to have any the incentive for those the export the products. Yeah, because it's unfair to compete with the products is between the country. Yeah, so they don't have any the export the incentive program, but they have they have the quite good the investment the incentive program. Yeah, to attract is the foreign direct investment, like the corporate income tax the deduction for how many years, and even their employee also can get the personal income tax the deduction, yeah, for how many years. Yeah, that is they have they don't have the import incentive program, but they have the investment incentive program.
Got it. So they have the investment program, but
Yes.
no export incentive.
No. Yes.
Got it. Okay. One last question. There have been reports of annual strikes at Vietnamese factories due to salary adjustments. Have there been any improvements in this regard?
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of the news some is they were to report is the very popular the shoes manufacturing in Vietnam. Yeah, the how many the few thousands of the employee they strike, yeah, because of the wage issue. Yeah, actually the Vietnam government every April they will announce that this year the basic salary the adjustment ratio. Yeah, so it means that all the employee, yeah, in the manufacturing they will expect their salary adjustment can be higher than the government the basic the ratio. Yeah, so after the April, yeah, then the government announced the increment ratio, then each the manufacturing, they have the worker, the association, then they will to negotiate with the employer, the manufacturing employer for this year, how much % of the wage can increase. Yeah, but so far is this kind of issue is not serious, and actually the government is also will involve to this kind of negotiation between the employee and the employer. Yeah, so so far these few years we don't have see the many serials this kind of strike the issue happen. Yeah, so right now is the quite stable that we can see.
So it looks like there's a little bit of confusion. Another question, maybe in regards to Vietnam being a little bit more expensive, but it says some suppliers say that their costs are higher in Vietnam.
Okay, the cost is higher in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I think this one because okay actually the China plus one is all the manufacturing they want to how to say is separate their risk. Yeah, so either depends on your location. Yeah, so the cost will be higher if okay you choose it. The province is far from the center, the north or south. Then this one the cost will be cheaper. Yeah, so this one is depends on how you value about this one.
And I think this is the last question. If we lack a subsidiary or office in Vietnam, but wish to enter the Vietnamese market, can Dimerco Vietnam assist with import customs clearance and product delivery? Additionally, does Dimerco offer warehouse services for storing products in Vietnam?
Okay. Actually, we serve a lot of this kind of the warehouse service, yeah, to the customer. We have the warehouse in the Haiphong in the Ho Chi Minh area, yeah. And actually, we currently serve to the several the customer through the bonding warehouse. So if that those the company, if you don't have any the company register or the entity in Vietnam, and you also want to sell your products into the Vietnam, then I will to propose is okay through the bonding warehouse the service. Yeah, actually before your shipment, yeah, import to our bonding warehouse. Actually, you don't need to pay any the duty and tax, and you also have you are only also the owner of the shipment. Then when you find the real buyer in Vietnam, the importer, yeah, then we will to contact and help to them to do the product imports. And after they pay the duty and tax, then we apply to the bonding warehouse the customs. Then they can export and deliver it to the customs. Yeah, so this one is I think is the better solution for you don't have any the entity, yeah, in Vietnam and you want to sell to the Vietnam market. Yeah, this is the best solution.
Awesome. So you have bonded warehousing where you can defer the tax while you find a buyer for the products.
Yes, yeah, this one is okay. It can save this one the tax issue.
Okay. Well, that seems to be the ends of the questions that I received during the presentation. Now we're going to open the chat to any additional questions from our audience. So guys, please click the raise hand below to add any additional comments or questions for Andrew. Is there any questions? Oh.
Yeah, I have just a question about I guess how does Vietnam mainly from a cost perspective, but compared to like Thailand and Malaysia for people who are thinking about relocating Southeast Asia, how do they compare?
How to compare you mean is the cost, right? Manufacturing costs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, if compare with the Southeast Asia country, yeah, you compare with the Thailand, with Malaysia, yeah, and Indonesia, actually, and Philippines. Actually, I think it's the manufacturing cost and labor costs. The Thailand and Malaysia will be higher than the Vietnam. But if okay, you have the need to one have the lower this the manufacturing cost and labor costs. Philippines and the Indonesia will be another the option for consider. But each country their infrastructure is different and their the country the status is stable or not. Yeah, because the Indonesia and the Malaysia, yeah, they belong to the Muslim country. Yeah, so they will got another issue is unconscionable. Yeah, so Vietnam is you mean it's only the one party the country. Yeah, so it's the very stable. They are on the country status.
Right.
Was there any other questions? Okay, well, thank you, Andrew, for all of your insights and all of our guests for joining today. We appreciate your participation and look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take care.
Thank you.